Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the air filter in your vehicle, and that's regardless of the kind of filter that your car takes. And what I'm going to do is show you how to do it properly. Let's go ahead and get started. Now what I have several vehicles here that we're going to be looking at. We have a Toyota Prius, we have a Jeep Wrangler. Let's head over here and I'll show you some of the other ones because I want to show you kind of where you're going to be looking in case you've never done an air filter before, just to first of all know where to go to find your air filter, and then we'll go to the next step from that. And then coming over here we have Chevy Trailblazer with the 5.3 liter V8, we have a Kia, we have a Dodge Neon SRT, so we have a variety of vehicles that we're going to cover. But even if this isn't one of your vehicles, the process is still going to be the same pretty much on any vehicle that requires an air filter. So let's go ahead and get under the hoods of these so I can show you where we're headed next. First of all, we need to locate where the air filter is contained, and that's usually going to be towards the front of your vehicle, either the right or left side of your engine. You'll have a canister, which within that canister is where your filter is normally going to be located. So let's go ahead and take a look at the different vehicles. On this vehicle here, which is a Jeep Wrangler TJ, when you open the hood right here on the left side of the engine, is your intake right here. Then it goes through this canister where the air filter is. It follows your intake duct all the way around there through the other canister, and then it goes down to the throttle body. So as the air passes through, it goes through the filter to filter out any debris and particles that could be harmful if they get into the intake of the engine. So this right here is your canister for the filter, and it usually has these clips on it. So if you pop these clips off all around, and we open it up, remove that, set it off to the side. Here's our air filter on this vehicle. Now, what people fail to do is a lot of times when they're replacing a filter, they'll just go ahead, get the part number, get the old filter out, put the new one in. This filter's a new one, I just replaced it. But let's take a look in here, and you see inside of the canister, it's all clean, no debris. A lot of times you can have debris in there. You can have particles and different things. So you want to make sure that you get those out as shown here. Just remove the old filter from this area here. You can see it's very dirty. So let's see what needs to be done with it. And as you can see all this dirt, I'm going to get a shop vac. We're going to clean all that out because we don't want that cycling through before we put the new filter in. Went ahead and vacuumed everything out, but I think what I'm going to do, because you can see this is very dirty, I'm going to clean it. You don't have to do that. However, I mean, if you've got air coming through, this is going into your intake, I'm just going to clean this out really good. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of Windex cleaner just to kind of loosen this junk up. And then I'm going to do just a plastic cleaner just to clean it real good. That way we have a nice clean airflow coming in here. And you can see what we did. Not only did we vacuum all the junk and debris out, but we also went ahead and cleaned all that carbon and junk out of there as well. So that way the air coming in is nice and clean. We don't have that leftover dirt and debris in there that can possibly cause issues and contaminate the new filter quicker than it needs to be. Here's another vehicle here. This is the Toyota Prius. You can see here's the engine. This one here is more so in the front, but you'll notice there's a little canister here as well. That's your filter. This one's also held on by clips. So same thing here, you just pop the clips off, open it to get to your filter. This is the Chevy Trailblazer. This is the 5.3 liter General Motors V8. You can see this a little more cluttered here under the hood, but same thing. Right here on the left, this big canister is for the filter because this also has an attachment that goes onto the filter. Now this one's different because this one, unlike the other ones that have clips, this one's actually held on by screws. So some of them are screwed down or bolted down, other ones have clips, but they're all pretty much in that vicinity. So you have your air intake here, and I'll get a close up. You can see right there is your intake, and then if you follow it around, it goes right into that canister, follows this ductwork here through this little top piece here, and then into the throttle body and intake there at that point. And here's another kind of intake on this Challenger, which is a cold air intake, and you can see it has the open canister enclosure that goes around it, so you don't have the tight lid that has to be sealed on top, thus the cold air intake. And then you have the tubing that the filter connects directly onto, so you're not having to lay it in place or put it inside that canister. It's connected right into the intake, and it's normally connected, as shown with this one, using this hose clamp. So if you're going to remove it or change it, all you'd have to do is just loosen that hose clamp, and then at that point you can just slide it off of the tubing system, and you can replace it if need be. But with most of them, as with this K&N, these are washable and reusable, which is cool because you save the money on having to replace the filter. Now on this car, which is a Kia, you can see our canisters here on the right. So some of them, they were on the left. We saw the one was in the front, this one's on the right, but as is common with all of them, it's always right around this front end here because you have your air coming in, and it needs to be able to come right through there, pass through the filter before it works its way in. But this one's also, you can see here, this one has the clips, one here, and then there's one right here. And then we can lift this one up. And here's our filter. And this one was actually done by a garage. I didn't do this one. But look at that. See all that dirt in there? That should have all been cleaned out. Because what's going to happen is that's going to cause this filter here to get dirty quicker because all that debris is coming through. So as we just saw, you want to clean all that out. Vacuum that out real good. If you got carbon buildup or junk, wipe that all out of there. Clean it real good when you do your air filter. It'll make things last longer and perform better. And another thing to keep in mind is when you do replace your air filter, after you've replaced it, cleaned out any dirt and debris, make sure that when you close it, everything locks and seals properly. Sometimes people will have a hard time getting it down, and they'll not double check everything because you want it to be a tight seal. A lot of times you'll have a gasket around the canister to seal that because you don't want any debris coming through above the filter and working its way right into the intake. That could be bad situation. So make sure that when you put that on, that you've got a nice tight seal, everything is fitting on properly, everything is latched and locked properly. If it has the clips, if it's screwed on, you want to make sure that the screws or bolts are nice and tight and everything is tight and secure. Next we have this one here, which is a Dodge Neon. You can see this one here gets screwed on. This one takes a bigger filter as well, but you can see right here is your intake. So it's coming right here around the front, working its way in, and then you can see the duct right there going down where the intake goes through. And then you have your, all the way down there, the intake, you can see it. Okay, well that pretty much wraps up this video on how to properly change the air filter in your car. As we saw here was just a basic overview of if you've never done it before and you're ready to do it on your own, where you can look in order to find it. Usually it's located in the front, right or left, sometimes in the center, but it's always going to be somewhere in that front vicinity because the air is coming in through around the grill front part of the vehicle, working its way through that filter before it goes into the intake. So we saw where that was, and then as we saw in the video how to properly do it is when you do it, take the extra time to vacuum out any debris, clean out any carbon or dirt buildup inside the canister, because what you don't want to have happen is when you put in your new filter, you don't want dirt and debris already contaminating that new filter right out of the gate, and you don't want to run the risk on any of that stuff getting through and into the engine area. So what you want to do is when you replace your filter, take the extra time, clean the canister out if it's got any dirty debris, get it all nice and clean to receive the new filter. That way it will help your filter last longer because it won't get contaminated or dirty quicker, and it'll also help the performance of your vehicle, because in the event of any of that stuff passing through and getting in, that can cause problems. So I hope this video was informative for you. I hope it helped you out, answered any questions you may have had. If you do have additional questions or comments, please send them in. I would love to hear from you. As always, I appreciate all the support, so please like the video and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.